Alright, so I'm testing the carbs individually to see whether or not they leak. So we're in carb number 1. Got a vacuum gauge hooked up. I've got the needle valve in the seat. I just pushed it down. Just with my finger, I'm not holding it down. Let's see. It's holding vacuum. Not leaking. And that's without me putting any force, no float or anything on it. Let's see, pick it up with my finger. Okay, so number 1 sealing. Let's pause and move on to number 2. Alright, for number 2, I have capped fluid transfer pipe, both sides. I'm going through the main T. Just going to put the needle valve down and let's see what it gives. Pump it up. See, number 2 is leaking right off the bat. Now where's it leaking from? Let's see, pause again. Alright, number 2, if I simulate the float sitting on it by holding it with my finger, it holds pressure. It leaks off. As soon as I move my finger, it leaks. So number 2 is not sealing here properly. I'm going to try to fix that. Alright, let me move on to number 3. Alright, that is the vacuum number 3. Set the floats on there. It's not making a good seal. Still leaking. So inside of the seat, new float needle. It's either leaking out of here or perhaps my plug is not working right. Let's see. Okay, I'm back in 3. Instead of using the fuel T, I'm just using the crossover tubes. One side's plugged and the other one's feeding the carb. So let me depressing the float needle. It's holding. Now it's slowly leaking off. But where is it leaking from? Oh, I think I know. It's the tube I'm using to pump it up. It's not making a great seal here. Not making a good seal. There. Take my hand off the valve. Right away. Alright, let's see what I can do. Alright, I'm on number 4. And 2 and 4 were the ones that were leaking on the bike. It doesn't look like the needle is making a good seat against the needle seat, I should say. It's slowly leaking by. And that is just a dry test. Maybe if I sprayed some fluid around it, I can see if it's coming from the O-ring or if it's the valve itself. So I will try that now. Oh, that's weird. I'm still on number 4 carb. It's a better seal when wet. There's anything coming from around the O-ring of the valve seat. Let me take my hand out the valve and see what happens. Yeah, so it came out of the valve. So maybe I'm not getting a good seat, needle to valve seat here. And again, a number 2, but 1 and 3 seem to be okay. I gotta find a solution to that problem. I'm back on number 1. If you notice, my finger's not on it, but number 1 seals by just dropping the float needle in there. It seals. Now I wish I can get the other 3 carbs to be the same way, because when they're right side up, you know, as long as the bowl is not filled up, it wouldn't be sealed. The needle will be hanging down until the float gets to the right height. Still concerned. Let's see, if I pick it up, you'll hear it hiss out. So, just dropping it in there. It feels much tighter, number 1. And holds a vacuum without the float even putting any pressure on it.